Did you get a chance to watch Haney versus Lomachenko the entire fight?
Yes, I did. I was watching it, and when they said unanimous, I was really thinking that Loma had it, and then we get the upset, them saying that Haney won. I mean, there's no way in the world, man. If anything, worst case scenario, that fight should have been it should have been like an even decision. You know what I'm saying? It should have been a draw. Everybody knows that. And that lets you know what I'm saying? You got Devin Haney in the corner in the 10th round telling his father, he figured me out. He figured me out. You know what I'm saying? So that's not a guy that won the fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like in shock when they said that he won. You could see it in his eyes.
Do you think that Devin should run it right back with him?
Well, definitely, 100%. That fight should happen again. But you know what? We want to see Devin at 140. And I just want him to see my son. I don't care about no other fighters. I want my son fighting Devin Haney at 140. And trust me, right after this fight, that fight should happen. That fight should happen.
Is fighting Devin a difficult fight from the standpoint of, when you're fighting Tank, he has a lot of skills, but you really got to watch out for that power.
Well, listen, man, with Devin Haney, it's not difficult. All you got to do is get away from that jab and the key, and that kid is just easy. It's just easy meat to take. All you got to do is take away his jab, and then everything is gonna be simple for my son. And that's what we're gonna do, man. Listen. The top dog after this fight is Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? After this fight, my son is going to be the top dude at 140, and that's where everybody's coming to. Everybody's coming to the 140 weight division.
What do you think? Because your son recently had an interview, and he said that, he's willing to fight Rolly now.
Brody's a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
He's like family, you know what I'm saying? But the game of boxing is boxing, And I don't think Brody should take this thing in the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? But if he has what we want, we're gonna fight him.
Did you see his last fight? What did you think about it?
Yeah, a lot of people said that, that it was a bad stoppage.
Yeah.
But I really think that Brody was still gonna take him. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, it was gonna be like 5 minutes later or 2 minutes later. I think the referee did him a favor to stop the fight.
Just talking about Rolly and a possible fight between Rolly and your son, you kind of look like, yeah, we're down to take the fight, but you're just like, I really do like Rolly. Is it kind of like hard?
Yeah, but the thing is that you heard what Rolly said. He says he's never going to want to fight. He doesn't want to fight my son if it's not for fucking $100 million. And they even told him, why you would do it for $20 million? He said no. So, that's where we at, Rolly's a very faithful dude, and he likes my son a lot, and they respect each other. I wish it doesn't go there, you know what I'm saying? But if it does happen, it happens,
Gotcha.
And mad love and mad respect to Rolly, and we got nothing against him, but this is the game of boxing, and that's the way it is.
Just two more questions for you. One, your son has been saying a few things that I guess can come off as a bit controversial. The number one thing that he said was, he wants to take the life of Josh Taylor. Another thing he said was he feels like Top Rank is, favoring or promoting more of the black fighters as opposed to, himself and things like that.
Listen,
Can you just kind of clear it up?
Let me close it up real close. Let me close it up really fast. All right. My son-in-law is black. Okay. I just had a grandson. So he's black and he's half black and he's half Spanish. I don't care about blacks, I don't care about whites, I don't care about no religion, bro. I see everybody the same, and everybody that's been around me, they know that, I don't want to say nothing. What my son meant was he feels like they're giving more priority to the black fighters because, look, if you see, Devin Haney was never even with freaking Top Rank. He comes and signs with Top Rank. He's getting $4 million to fight freaking Lomachenko, or 3 or 4 million, whatever it is. When my son fought Loma and it was for all the belts, he only got $1 million. You understand? So that's where the shit is coming from. He feels a little bit hurt, and I understand him. But My son is a good kid. He loves, and I freaking, listen, I raised him in a good way. You understand? I raised him that there's no color. There's the human race. And that's what we are. We're the human race. You understand? And he knows that. He knows that better than anybody. You know, so when he said that comment was that he was referring that they're favoring this little like posse that they got right now with Top Rank, you know, and we're talking about Horror, we're talking about Devin Haney, we're talking about Keyshawn Davis, we're talking about Baby, we're talking about all this like big crew, very talented guys that I love, you know, I got nothing against them, you know, and he just feels that type of way that they not favoring him the way it is. This fight was set for my son to be out of the sport completely or to make it. You understand? And that's why we're taking this risk. Gotcha. Because I'm fed up with this. I'm fed up with it, bro. I want my son to come to this fight and make it and be the name in the face of boxing, or to die. And we ain't dying, brother. We survive in this game. You know, I'm a survivor, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was raised in the streets all my life, and I know how it is. I was raised without no parents. My father died when I was 15. My mother died when I was 16. You know, so I know what that is, and I was in the streets. You know, and that's why I'm trying to teach my son to be a good man. And a good man is a man that favors the real people out here, which is the human race, bro. We ain't got nothing against nobody, bro. And come June 10th, bro, we're gonna show the whole world why we take these big risks. We take these big risks to be the best. And bro, I can't wait, man. You know what I'm saying? When I raise my hand on Saturday night around 12 o'clock at night, man, we're gonna be the kings of boxing.
And would also want to know, your son did say that you know, this is like essentially, I'm paraphrasing here, but this is like essentially my last fight with Top Rank. I know that you've always had a really good relationship with Top Rank. Could you kind of clear that up? Or
he's very verbal. My son is very verbal, and he says things in the moment. You understand? Gotcha. Bob Arab knows that. I spoke with Bob, and we have a good relationship with Bob, and Bob has a lot of big things for my son coming up. He didn't mean what he said. You know, that's just in the moment of the heat, you know. That's how stable, bro. We're with Top Rank, we're with ESPN, and we're going to be with them until our contract is over with, you know what I'm saying? Gotcha. No matter what we say, we're always going to be with Top Rank and ESPN, and there's no thoughts about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got a contract with them, a contract that we have to fulfill. Like, we have to fulfill everything in life, you understand? And I always show my son, bro, you gotta fulfill everything that you put your word on. And that's the way I raise my son, you know? Yeah. So whatever he says, or whatever he said, is in the heat of the moment. And a lot of people say things like that, you know? You heard it from Floyd Mayweather back in the days, you know? And he got out of the contract with Top Rank because he felt a type of way, you know. But right now we good with Top Rank. I'm good with Bob. Everybody's good with everybody, you know. And you know, he just said it the heat of the moment, you know.